Hey guys, it's Dylan Laine, and today I want to have a little chat with you about motivation when it comes to songwriting or playing ukulele, or I guess anything in general. So I'm sure that most of us have felt that initial excitement that comes with learning a new thing or having a new interest, such as buying a ukulele or being given the gift of a ukulele, and then feeling like you want to learn every single song or practice nonstop. And same with songwriting. Maybe you learned a few skills, or you're just feeling super passionate about something and you want to write a song, and the next thing you know, you just can't sleep because you want to write more songs, and it's very exciting. The question I often get asked is, how do I stay motivated to keep practicing my ukulele and to keep songwriting? And I think the struggle here is that some of that initial excitement has worn off, and you still feel the desire to want to continue getting better at ukulele or getting better at songwriting. But even though you have the desire to get better, you're not having the mutual desire to sit down and do the hard work that goes along with getting better. While I wish there was a magical answer to this, such as, oh, do these 5 steps and you will feel motivated all the time, always, that's not what I'm here to give you. In fact, I didn't even write a script for this video, which is very out of the norm for me. Usually when I have a video idea, I want to write down at least 5 to 10 topics or bullet points that I want to cover. But instead, I thought I would just sit down and share with you the most real answer I could give you, which is this. You have to say no to your feelings. Let's say you have an extra hour in your day, and you can do whatever you want with that hour. And let's say you're weighing the choices of lying down and watching Netflix and eating ice cream, or writing a song or practicing ukulele. If you're not still feeling that initial excitement over playing ukulele and writing a song, chances are you're going to lean towards feeling like you'd rather lie down and watch Netflix and eat some ice cream. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you would rather watch Netflix than pick up your ukulele or write a song. But it's important to know that although you feel like doing this, it doesn't mean that you have to do it. And in fact, I would encourage you to not do what you feel and instead to do something that contributes to your goals or to something that you strongly desire to get better at. Saying no to what sounds more fun and comfortable doesn't have to be a harsh thing. You don't have to feel annoyed with yourself because you would have rather done this than this. But instead you can just say, okay, I do feel like lying down and relaxing and watching a show and eating a snack, but just because I feel it doesn't mean that I have to do it. So in this case, I'm going to say no to my feelings, and I'm going to do something that pushes me to be a better ukulele player, to be a better songwriter, because I know that a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, I want to look back and feel like I gave my all towards something that meant a lot to me. So if you have dreams of being a better ukulele player, being a better songwriter, it's going to take hard work. And I think if you can recognize that now and understand that now and just accept that, then it will help to encourage you to say no to your feelings sometimes in order to put the hard work in that it takes to be a better songwriter or ukulele player. So again, here's the scenario. You have an hour in your day. You can either relax or practice or write. You could relax, and that's totally fine, but just know that if you do that every single time you have the option, you are not going to get better at songwriting or playing the ukulele. But if half of those times you have the option to relax or practice, you choose to practice, or more, if 75% of the time you choose to practice or write, you're going to get better. Now, if your problem is time and not having enough time to do those things that you love and that you want to get better at, that's more of a personal decision that you have to make. For everything you choose to do, you are also choosing to not do something else. So if you feel like there are too many things that you wish you could be doing that you aren't, you should take a look at the things you're doing in your life that you don't want to be doing and ask yourself, do I have the option to not do them? Can I hang out with this person a little bit less so that way I can put that time towards writing? Or can I cut back on hours at work? And for some of you, you might not be able to make any decisions right now that involve doing less of something. And in that case, then, you know, maybe it's getting up 10 minutes earlier every day just to play your ukulele, or saving up money now so that a year from now you can work a little bit less and have that time that you would be working that you could put towards writing or playing the uke. If someone drives you to school or you take a bus to school, maybe it's taking your uke to school with you and practicing on the bus. Or if you drive yourself and you're a songwriter, then maybe it's opening up your voice recorder app on your car ride to work and just saying songwriting ideas or songwriting lyrics that come to mind and it records it, and then if you have time later, you continue the process of writing that song. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you feel like this video is speaking to you right now, if you feel like you are lacking in motivation, then just know that sometimes that motivation is not going to be there, and that's when it counts. So if you want something, if you want to get better at something, and you don't have the motivation, that is the moment where you decide if you really want something bad enough to still go for it, even if you don't feel motivated. If you don't feel motivated and you stop working towards your goals or the things that you want in life, then you probably are not going to get them. So when that motivation goes away, I want you to say to yourself, my motivation is gone, but I'm going to keep going forward because I really want X, Y, or Z. I really want to be a better ukulele player. So even though I don't feel like playing the ukulele right now, this is when it counts. This is when I need to play the ukulele most, so that way when my motivation does come back around, or when an opportunity comes to me somewhere down the road, I won't look back and say, oh my gosh, if only I had kept practicing when I didn't feel like it. And if you really want to be a songwriter, if you want to get better at writing songs and you don't feel like it right now, keep writing anyways, because later down the road, you're going to wish you did, unless you genuinely stop wanting to get better in those areas. If you decide you don't want to play ukulele ever again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you decide that you aren't interested in being a songwriter anymore, there's nothing wrong with that. This video is for those of you who genuinely want to be better at playing the uke, or writing songs, and you don't feel like putting in the hard work. You have to. You have to put in the hard work if you want to get better, and there's no way around it. And I'm telling you that because maybe nobody else will, and maybe you aren't telling yourself that. So let this be a wake-up call or a reminder, something that sticks in your mind, and that I want you to say it to yourself. If I want to get better, I have to put in the hard work now, and I can't take long, long breaks. Of course you can take breaks here and there. You don't need to practice every single day. You can take weeks off. You could even take a month off, but don't let it become a habit, and make sure you're monitoring. Is this really a break, or is this me just giving into my feelings of not feeling motivated? Each week you could write down on paper, this week I'm going to be sacrificing 20 minutes of TV a day just so I can work at writing songs or playing the uke. Or you could say something like, this week I'm going to hang out with my friends 3 days a week instead of 4, so that way on that 4th day I can work on writing a song or playing the ukulele. When you start to see your progress, that is going to be one of the biggest motivators. And let's be real, motivation is a gift. To feel motivated is an awesome feeling, because any effort you do put in when you feel motivated, it's effort, but it feels a lot less like effort. Whereas when you don't feel motivated and you're putting in effort, it feels like 10 times the amount of effort, because at that point, you're also having to give a lot of effort emotionally from your mind, from your feelings, because you don't feel like doing it and you don't want to do it, and you think about all these things you'd rather be doing. So it is a lot more effort. But again, you will be so glad you did that, and it's necessary. It is necessary to put in the hard work when you're not motivated. Let me know in the comments down below what you're going to do differently this week to stay on top of your goals. In fact, let's take a moment to look at the comments down below and see if there's anybody that we can encourage. Until next time, remember to play, write, and spread the light.